my name is Francis Garcia. I'm the founder of Baybayin Flash Cards, and we produce this through our business, which is The Garden LLC. And we basically host workshops, both educational and art workshops, making it beginner-friendly and accessible to all ages. Baybayin Flash Cards is a physical medium creating an educational tool of years of history through visual artistry, as well as combining the pre-colonial writing systems that we today don't use on a day-to-day basis. So bringing that back into something that is friendly for all ages and in a medium that is flashcards. I hope to revitalize it and bring it into ethnic studies, into our communities, and just promote this indigenous practice into everyday life for us Filipinos here in America, or as well as Filipinos back home. How do I envision the flashcards just impacting the community and artists around? Basically, what I hope to do is to provide just workshops, first of all, and education, and bring awareness so that we can back this part of our history and promote cultural wealth. So the values and principles that I built the project on is just connecting with our culture, being proud of our identity, and revitalizing this part of our culture that was lost. Pre-colonial indigenous practice such as Baybayin, and that's something that we can use now in order to connect, like I said, with our ancestors, and it is our history, and that's something we can do to better ourselves, identity, and as a community. When I was learning Baybayin 2 years back, there was not many, even before that, there was not many resources out there. But then when I did find resources, it was from Jeff Quintano and Christian Kabuai, who's had workbooks and other books and research based on Baybayin. It was not until then where I started learning about it. But even then it was not so easy. And so I kind of wished I had something like Baybayin flashcards in order to help me learn more fluent writing and fluent reading of Baybayin. Christian Kabuai, who is a mentor of mine, has provided me the support with my projects, Baybayin flashcards. Just a very good resource in terms of, because he has been doing it for years and he has had all the research and the help revitalizing this aspect of our culture. And as well as Jeff Quintano, who's a big help of mine. I find him as another mentor to help me be the best educator that I can. I see Baybayin, whether it's through the flashcards or the workshops that I do, to help other communities, not just here in the Soma, but Bay Area, and hopefully we can move it to the other parts of the US or even internationally. It really starts with educating our youth, or anyone of all ages, whether if it is small workshops that we host or people host, or putting it into ethnic studies. I think that's a good way of bringing awareness to this part of our culture and history. Balay has been an excellent resource. They provided me with a safe space, an excellent community, and I'm able to bounce back between the inspiration of other artists here at Balay Kreative. They have so much experience with a wide variety of different art forms, have different backgrounds, and just being able to be exposed to Kapwa or the community, making connections with everyone. I think that's the biggest takeaway with Balay Kreative. So this is very interesting. So how I pursued the craft of Baybayin, it stems from my experience with Filipino martial arts, and in Filipino martial arts, you often see Baybayin used, whether if it's this style's logo, that style's advertisement using Baybayin here and there. I'm just like, what is that? And so it was not until maybe 2 years back where I was training in Legacy Filipino Martial Arts in Daly City. They had resources to learn, and it kind of answered that question, like, oh, these are the symbols that I was looking at all those years, and it kind of answered that part of the history that I didn't have the lock to. But opening that up, I kind of got obsessed with learning, and I never stopped learning. Super important to bring this into the communities, ethnic studies, education, just because if you think about it, there's a huge percent of Filipinos or even non-Filipinos who don't know of the existence of Baybayin. And so just due to that, it's so important to bring it into education, provide it, make it accessible for communities. Otherwise, if we don't, then it's something that can die, and that's not something that we want to do. We just want to give back. Thank you for having interest in me as an artist and Baybayin.